right, guys, we got this. Let's go. Gun white trips weak. Close X go. On one. On one. Ready?
Ready.
What's going on, everyone? Cap24 here from HuddleGG, and today I'm going to talk about man coverage and the easiest routes that you can do to add to any play that you have in order to beat man coverage and always have yourself some targets. And we're going to talk about comeback routes and curl routes. And this is something that is so underused in the Madden community, and something that we go ahead and we highlight when we talk about a lot of our man beating plays to have these on there. Now, I want you to go ahead and notice that at the end of this video, I'm going to show you two really unique comebacks that are in my playbook that you might be able to find in yours, that has the ability to be special to where they can beat players for one-play scores, or have one that is literally a 30-yard comeback. And it's the tallest one I've ever seen, and if you need some more yards, you're going to see it. So definitely make sure that you go ahead and watch that at the end. But let's jump into this and show you what I'm talking about. So it doesn't matter if they're cover 1, cover 0, comebacks are great, and I'm going to talk about that first, okay? So what I'm going to do is call cover 1 robber press. I'm going to call verticals at a bunch. And you're going to see here that I'm just going to put the X on a stock comeback, okay? These are the ones that we want to talk about. And the reason for that is that they have consistency to them, right? Because a lot of comebacks are not created equal. Some of them have a little bit more of a rounded first step. Some have a sharp first step, but these are consistent, right? Because it's a hot route. And what you're going to see is that in cover 1, the players that are in the inside, the cornerbacks on the inside, are going to play basically outside leverage, meaning that they're going to try to make sure that you are, they're basically funneling everybody to the inside zones. However, the players that are outside the numbers are basically on top of the numbers. So this outside cornerback that's playing the X will always have an inside leverage, just like he does in cover 0. So cover 1, cover 0, you're going to get the same results. So watch what happens here. The X goes outside here. The player's playing inside. You just go ahead and time it on the break, and you got yourself an easy catch. And you're going to see that you can do this over and over and over again, and you're going to be able to catch this ball. Depending on the timing of your throw, you're going to have more separation, right? If I time this a little bit better, you can see how I got a lot more separation there. Easy catch. And you can do this, and it's something that's away from the user over and over and over again. If I was to move this guy out and do this over here, right? Basically, we can do this on both sides. You can see how their angles are a little bit different just because of their route running and all that. You can see here that the B is going to get open on the side here. Same difference. We got ourselves an easy catch. So comebacks to start off with are great. And it doesn't have to be out of bunch. We could do this out of like, any type of, situation to where we'll do this out of Y trips weak. We're going to do this with X. We move them out a little bit further, right? These two guys on the outsides. And you're going to see here that you've got that ability to get these guys to have inside leverage, throw it over here, get yourself an easy catch on the sidelines, right? Now, I talked about comebacks, and now I'm going to want to talk about curls. Now, in this last formation, we can go ahead, and I like curls when they're in the slot. And why do I like it in the slot? It's really, really simple. It's a quicker throw. So if I'm facing somebody that's doing a cover 0 blitz, you're going to see that the RB is going to be a much quicker throw than the comeback, right? We can block our players, and we're going to still here be in a cover 1 press. And you can see here, this guy's going to come over here. Once he makes his cut, throw this ball right here, and you got yourself another easy catch. We have those other guys open, but in general, you want to make sure that you have enough, type of users. He has to basically move the user to make sure that you have enough threats that he's not going to be able to cover it. So in a situation like I just showed you, what we could easily do is go ahead and do 2 comebacks and that player on a curl like I showed you, right? And what we're going to do here is if the user goes ahead and jumps this, then we know that we have the ability to hit the X on the backside. We have the B on the front side, right? It really does not matter if that guy goes over here. Then just your progression goes over to this player. You get yourself a catch on the sidelines. So adding comebacks and curls to your plays is really, really big. Now, this is something I wanted to bring to your attention because we have a whole website portion that's dedicated to something called the Route Combo Bible. And the Route Combo Bible is basically showing you different things that beat different coverages, whether it's cover 0, cover 1, cover 2 man, whether it's cover 2, cover 3 seam, cover 4. We're showing you different route combinations that beat everything, so you can take those ideas and add them to what you're already doing to make sure that you always have people open on the field, depending on what you're doing, right? So this is just a sample of, hey, in our Route Combo Bible, curls and comebacks are something that we like to attack man coverage. However, if you don't know if it's cover 3, you don't know if it's cover 1, maybe you have a backside, comeback over here, right? So you call something where you're going attack cover 3 on the right side, but you have a solo side comeback on the left side. So like say we're thinking you don't know if it's cover 3 or cover 1, right? You call something like corner out dig, you think that it might be cover 3. So on this side, you're doing, just a simple route combination like a flood, right? And then you put this guy in a backside comeback. So if it's cover 3, you got the high low, the A and the RB. But if it ends up being cover 1, you come over here and you throw this on the backside. So these are things that you're going to learn on what works against each coverage so that you can go ahead and basically use those knowledge and put it to your own game plan, right? Now, all our game plans are all stuff that we put together when it comes to individual playbooks and all that stuff, to where we're basically teaching you how we scheme. But the Route Combo Bible is actually kind of a little bit different, where it's something that said, hey, I really love this formation and this playbook, but I want to add this stuff to it. So definitely worth the the subscription price if you're that type of player that wants to build off himself. Now, I did mention I want to show you a couple different comebacks and how they work differently against different things. Now, my favorite comeback in the Arizona Cardinals playbook that I'm in comes out of the gun doubles week. And this one right here is called X Dagger. Now, you're going to see not all comebacks are created equal. This one has a rounded outside, okay? Now, there are times where this guy doesn't get touched and we can throw it right up down the field and have an easy catch. Sometimes he does get pressed, and then you're going to see that this is going to be a deeper comeback where he's going to basically break about the 22-yard mark, and we're going to get about 18 yards on the play. So let's just run it a couple times and I'll show you, see what he does. This time he ran right by his player. We're able to catch this ball, and we're going to get the big yards, right? If we can time it a little bit better, throw it a little bit further down the field, you're going to see how this comeback, and if you have one of these that have these rounded routes with a good player like this, see, this time he didn't do it. We're going to wait on his comeback. You can see here that we're going to get ourselves that 20-yard gain, right? So this comeback here is something I'll use a lot when I'm facing anybody that's pressing me, because of the way that I know that I can beat this guy down the field and potentially get a big score, or I know that I can do the timing. So this is one of the ones that I would definitely go into and look in your playbook. Do you have this rounded comeback? Now, the other one's a little bit special as well. And the reason why is this is the longest comeback I've ever seen in Madden. And let's go ahead and look at this here. It's at a single back wing tight, and it's going to be either the PA boot slide or the PA wheel slide. It's the same comeback. I'm going to do the one on the left here. And what we'll do is we'll call cover 1 rubber press. Does not matter. And you're going to see how long this comeback is. I'm on the 50-yard line. This guy is going to go all the way to the 20 and then come back. It's a 30-yard comeback. So obviously you want to go ahead and make sure that you got enough time. I went ahead and just max protect so I got all that. But typically speaking, all I'm going to do is I'll move this guy over and put the Y on a streak, just because like if I'm going against a cover 3, going against a cover 2, I can get this X over the top of a cover 2. I can get the cornerback on a cover 3 to cover the Y. On man coverage, you can get him open. It's like just one of those plays that in a running formation, you just wait for this guy to come back, see how long his comeback is, and you can throw this ball over here, right? And it really depends on, basically how far and how deep. This is one of the deepest ones I've ever seen. So if you're going against, somebody that's blitzing you, obviously it's going to be one that you're going to need more time to get. We talked about that already, but it is one that's just really, 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 really deep, right? And you can see here again, I'm just sending 2 routes out here, get everybody over here. We can roll out, wait for that went ahead and did this. And you can see how we're getting 25 yards because he's going to the 20-yard mark, right? We're on the 50. He's going to the 20-yard mark, and then he cuts back. See how he goes over here, and then he cuts back. That's a 30-yard stem on the comeback, and we're going to get ourselves 25 yards on it. So if you're in a situation to where you're a runner and you just want to have an easy, play when it comes to one of these, plays where you think that they're playing a lot of man coverage, you want to run the ball out of a run formation, and you just want to have something really simple, do this rollout. Now you got all the time in the world. You wait for this guy, comes back, and you got yourself an easy catch on the sidelines. So just kind of make sure that you understand that all comebacks are different. The ones that are stock are going to be great. You can call them anytime. You can put a stock curl on the field when you want to beat man coverage, but then there also are comebacks out there that are special. And I wanted to show you 2 that were in the Cardinals playbook. So we appreciate you guys. definitely check out the Route Combo Bible. It's something that I said is a part of our subscription rate. One of our tiers has it in there, and it really going to help you develop your own game plans, keep that uniqueness that you want, and add to what you're already doing. Appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you on the next video.